What's up, guys? Tanner here, driving home after a day of knocking, day at work. What I want to talk about today is 5 rookie mistakes that I've seen reps make, some of which I made when I started early in their career. So 5 rookie mistakes that I've seen that can basically slow them down or just totally prematurely end their roofing sales career before it even gets off the ground. So if you're new to roofing sales, pay attention to these 5 things because they can make or break or accelerate your success early on. The number one, the biggest mistake I made as a rookie was I didn't track my leads. And as a rookie, your skill set isn't gonna be like maxed out yet. So you're gonna be getting a lot of leads that you might not be able to close with your current skill set. However, what you wanna do as a rookie is capture that lead. A lot of rookies will just be like, oh, this person isn't ready, on to the next door. They don't capture the lead, they don't nurture the lead, they don't track the lead, they don't document the lead. So if you get a qualifying lead, first thing that you wanna do is put it in your CRM and you wanna send direct mail. Like direct mail, things like that to nurture that lead, right? Like as a rookie, what you can't afford to do is just be like, I'm just gonna hit the door. If they're not ready to buy now, I'm not gonna work with them. No, you wanna track the lead, document it, send out direct mail. That's the biggest thing. And I think a lot of people starting out and even seasoned reps don't do that. But when you're a rookie, every opportunity, every interaction matters. So track the lead, document it, nurture the lead through direct mail, through door hangers, whatever it is, but track, document, follow up, really important early on. So number 2, one of the biggest things that I see new reps do in their approach early on is they overcomplicate it. What you really want to do out of the gate, the biggest thing you can do to help yourself is simplify the approach, simplify the talk track. Don't get caught up in all these different scripts. Don't get caught up in all these different things. Keep it simple. Who you are, why you're there, what your objective is, what you're there to do that day, right? Keep it simple. Keep it simple. A lot of new reps, they overcomplicate it. They go left, go right. Keep it simple. Another thing in this same sort of number 2 category is they'll put rapport. They start building rapport before they get to the point. And a lot of people assume that, oh man, I can sit here and build rapport with this homeowner for 15 minutes and then they're just gonna let me do whatever I want. They're gonna let me get on the roof. They're gonna let me inspect the roof. And hey, I haven't built a bunch of rapport with this person, so that's a good thing. And it is a good thing. But rapport doesn't guarantee you anything. There's a time and a place to start building rapport. You don't want to just start building it right out of the gate. You want to be straight up with that person as to why you're there, what you're trying to accomplish, who you are, and what your goal is, right? You don't want to put rapport too far before that because then when you start talking business, it can seem disingenuous. So be straight up about why you're there. Save rapport for when it's time, when the timing is appropriate. Those are some of the biggest things that I see new reps do early on with their approach. So number 3 is the follow-up game. I see a lot of people, even if you do track your lead or do capture it, you just let it sit in the CRM and you just let it sit, right? You have no idea who that person is. You don't know anything about them. You don't know when you're supposed to follow up, how you're supposed to follow up, how they want to be followed up with. You don't have any of that documented. But really a big thing with the follow-up is, let's say you do have a positive interaction with a homeowner and let's say that you do get on their roof and that you do determine that there's qualifying damage. Sometimes a new rep will get down from the roof, and whether you get inside to the kitchen table or you don't set anything concrete to actually for next step. Like that next steps conversation is really important. And if it's like, oh, hey, I'll just call you, if the homeowner's like, hey, I'll just call you when I'm ready, or hey, I'll call you, this, that, and the other. You have to respect yourself and respect your time, right? Your time is more valuable than that. Early on in your career, you're like, well, I have all the time in the world. All I have time to do is knock doors. So, hey, if this person calls me at 3 o'clock on a Tuesday, yeah, I'll be free for you. I'm free for you whenever. And it's like, no, your schedule, your time is important. And addressing that, like concrete steps that you're going to take. Let's say the homeowner's not ready to do anything right now. That's okay. Maybe they need to do some research on you. Maybe they need to retrieve their policy. Whatever it is, set concrete steps in place And at that point, what you need to be confident and comfortable doing is telling the homeowner, here's what I need you to do next. I need you to get a copy of your insurance policy so we can see what your deductible is, see what your coverages are, see if you qualify based on the policy. Oh, and by the way, I want you to call 3 references of mine, talk to them, and of course, look me up online, right? Now, with that said, today's Friday, so you're typically free on Fridays around between 3 and 5 o'clock. Does that sound right? Okay, all right, I'm gonna put you in the calendar for next Friday at 3 o'clock. If something changes, send me a text, but that's what we'll do next. Sound fair? Like, you wanna get comfortable and confident, really setting something concrete in for next steps, and that is really important for the quote-unquote follow-up game. So number 4, mindset. Roofing sales is 99% mental, and I'd say the technical portion of it is maybe somewhere between 1 and 5%. But mindset things that I've seen kill a new rep are just being a victim. Like, oh, well, my life is, I'm in this situation because of all these external factors, or, blaming other people, blaming homeowners, blaming the weather, blaming this, blaming that. It's always someone else's problem. I've seen that. That is a really big red flag that if someone does have, really need to check it and check it fast, because that mentality will not succeed in roofing sale. The second one is like doubt, already presuppositions on how homeowners are going to receive you. Because early on, you're going to have some quote unquote negative experiences at the door. Of course you will. You're going to have people that, all kinds of different stuff is going to happen. You can't allow that to affect the next door. So having an optimistic view of, hey, homeowners are happy to see me. Homeowners are happy to work with me. Homeowners want to work with me. That kind of thing. Instead of going to the door just thinking, oh my gosh, all these people are they don't even like me. They don't want to see me. They don't want to talk to me. I'm bothering them. So really evaluating your assumptions, evaluating your presupposition at the doors. It's really easy if you get your teeth kicked in for 2 weeks to be like, wow, nobody wants to talk to me. But that's not necessarily true. It's probably something that's within your control, and maybe you just have a bad attitude, or maybe you just think that these people don't want to talk to you, but that's not necessarily true. Be really careful about how you think homeowners are going to perceive you. As you get more experience and you work with more homeowners who have successful stories, one of the biggest compliments you can ever get is, thanks for knocking on my door. Thank you for coming to my door. And that's one thing that's in my mind every day is there's so many homeowners that I've worked with that have said, thank you so much for coming to my door, right? And I know that next door, that person's probably gonna say the same thing if we end up working together. Always evaluate your presuppositions and always take full ownership over what happens to you. Number 5, preparation. What roofing salespeople need to understand is that what you do off the doors is just important as what you do at the door. If I stay up late the night before, or I don't hit the gym, or I'm sleeping in and my mind's getting fatigued, I'm getting fatigued because of that, that's a lack of preparation. Doing what you need to do off the doors to make sure that you're at an optimal state, right? It could be what you eat, it could be exercising, it can be sleep, it can be hydration, it can be a variety of different things. Optimizing yourself off the doors is going to yield better results at the doors. And that's a very, very easy, simple principle, right? Take one guy who stays up till midnight on his phone, maybe he's drinking some alcohol, maybe he's smoking some weed, whatever it is. That person, even if they're talented, if they're not optimizing themselves, like the other guy maybe, who's going to bed at a reasonable hour, eating clean, going to the gym, got a good sleep schedule, good workout schedule, good nutrition, whatever it is. Take this guy, maybe they're not as talented. That's going to be the difference right there. I would bet on this guy all day, especially. So if you have those good fundamental principles and you have those good habits, as you do develop your skill set, you're just going to be that much more successful. I would say that's the biggest preparation mistake that I see. I do truly believe that there is a place for preparation in terms of skill set. Practicing role play, really important. Really important thing to do. Those are things that you can do for preparation, but I'm a firm believer that the other stuff is more important than anything that you could do from a preparation standpoint. Look, everyone makes mistakes, can do things better when they're starting out. Smart people are gonna learn from other people's mistakes so they don't have to make them. So if you're looking to skip the learning curve, get trained the right way, click the link below. Always looking to work with good people. So look forward to hearing from you. And as always, thanks for watching.